recording the webinar for future viewing. May we request all of our attendees, in exemption for the speaker, to please mute their microphones. The main language to be used in this session is actually English. We do have colleagues in this call who are from India. So those of you who are comfortable speaking in Hindi, you can actually raise in your local language, and our colleagues can actually translate them for you later. May we request everyone to please refrain from asking questions while our presenters are making their presentation. We leave actually a session at the end of the presentations for question and answer. If you have questions that you need an answer to immediately, please type them on the chat box. Our colleagues will answer them as fast as they can. As I've mentioned, there will be Q&A. This session will actually run for 1 hour and 45 minutes. We don't want to go over the time, as we want to respect everyone's, and we want to thank and respect everyone for participating in this session. So in case there would be questions that we could not handle within the call, feel free to send an email to us using customercare@grainpro.com, so we can address them properly at a later time. So for any questions related to pricing, product supply, availability, we have actually our sales team on the call as well. So they can actually answer your questions later. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tess. We know that you are all eager to begin our webinar. I'd like to please introduce our first speaker. Our speaker is currently the Senior Specialist on the Mechanization and Post-Harvest Cluster from the International Rice Research Institute, or IRRI. For more than 7 years, he has been with IRRI, where his works are dedicated to the research and extension on post-harvest technologies for farmers. He also worked with private manufacturers to design a variety of farm machineries that will improve farmer productivity. He is a gold medalist in Masters at the OUAT Odisha, and he completed his PhD in farm machinery and power engineering from Shuats, Allahabad, India. He had published 13 research papers in different international journals. His works are dedicated to improving farmer productivity by evaluating and promoting farm technologies suited to local conditions. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome Dr. Suryakanta Kanday.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are clearly audible, Suryakanji. Please proceed.
Yeah, thank you, Roj, for a brief introduction, and thank you for organizing this webinar and giving me a chance to speak something on hermetic storage. Yes, it's a very important thing, and it is working on this hermetic storage since 2014. So I am sharing my screen. It is visible. My screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Again, very good. Yeah, very good afternoon to all. I am representing IRRI on this hermetic storage, and as you know that it is a premier institute all over world and working since 1960. It is already this year we are celebrating 60 years of IRRI, and my topic today is that quality seed management, that is IRRI's work on hermetic storage of seeds in India. So I am briefly speaking about what we did till now in India regarding the use of hermetic storage, not only super bag but also grain safe cocoon. I am briefly speaking on that. Before that, I want to say something about seed, because if the seed is not a good quality, no need to store it for 6 months or 1 year. So the prime target is that we should be have a proper good quality seed. So we have to check it fast. So before that, I want to say that you know about the rice, and in India we are mainly focusing on the rice and 44.6 million hectare area with average productivity of 2.6 ton per hectare. It's a brief data on this rice that we are doing in India. So more than 90% people are depending on the world on this rice, and mainly the Asia is the in Asia we are mainly depending on the rice. So we have to focus more on the rice, how to maintain the quality and to reduce the quantitative loss also. Regarding ERI is working in all over the world, and its mainly contribution is that we have a sub-1 gene which is stress tolerant rice varieties in different. We are just putting the sub-1 gene in different varieties. We can withstand tolerant like flood, drought, and we are also involving releasing different drought tolerant rice varieties and salt tolerance, also water management, mechanization. We are also focusing women farmers, and we have different ICT tools to managing the crop, nutrient management, pesticide management, plant protection, IPM, everything we are covering. And it is working all over the global. Right now, if you see the global positioning of ED, right now we have around 1100 staff of different 42 nationalities with 600 research and development partners worldwide. And currently, it is working in 14 countries, not only in Asia, but also we are now going to Africa. Also in Africa, we have a very good stand, and we are working in Africa also with different themes like nutritional security, agri-food system technology, policy, strengthening national research and extension systems. All are we are focusing in ERI. In India, we are working all over the states with different state agriculture university, ICR institutes, KVKs. But we have four offices at different locations with a research program, and our headquarters is at Delhi. And the project work is mainly in UP. UP, we have one regional center, ERI South Asia Regional Center at Varanasi. We have one similar type of setup like in Philippines. We have in ERI Varanasi also, where we are looking at grain quality, value addition, and capacity building. Apart from that, we have different projects in different states like Bihar, Assam, Odisha. Right now, four offices are there in these states, and also we are working all over the India with the different partners. And main contribution of ERI, you can say that annual rice production, ERI is contributing, and it will be around $1.8 billion per year through different germplasm. And as ERI is mainly focusing on the seed part, so they are contributing a lot to India on this seed part. So now we are coming to today's topic, that if you'll see that mechanization and post-harvest technology is very much important nowadays, because if you see the traditional method of cultivation, we have a longer duration, and we have a lot of losses, quantitative losses, and we are also consuming a lot of days. But when we'll come from the mechanization, then we can reduce the duration, and it will be very less, and we can easily address and reduce the losses through improved mechanization. Similarly, if you see the qualitative loss, that is the quantitative. Most of the a lot of scientists are there in India who are working on the quantitative losses. They are finding how much weightage losses due to traditional harvesting, threshing, drying, storage. But no one is considering about the qualitative losses. We have around 10 to 30% of losses in value if we will be practicing the traditional one. The most losses are happening in storage and milling. Milling and the storage is the most important factor nowadays we have to see, because in India you can see that a lot of mechanization is available for harvesting, threshing, combined harvester is also coming. But in storage till now, India is going good, but doing good, but still it is little bit lag behind, and we have to think more on the storage and milling part, so that we can address these losses and minimize the losses. that what I am saying that in physical loss it will be around 10 to 15%, but when we will be see about the quality loss, it will be around 20-30% depending on the market. Means if we are doing for the some premium quality rice and we are involving in the traditional method, then the losses will be more. So like that, we have to see on that, and it is very influenced by the rice production system. We are losing the value. We in the quality loss, we cannot quantify it in dollar, but ultimately it impacts indirect way to some losses in dollars also. These are the 5 basic rules that we are promoting from ERI when we started work on the post harvest part in India. 2009 we have started, and 2014 we have a very good team here in India to look at that. And these are the 5 basic principles that we should harvest at the right stage, and on-field storage we should avoid it so that there will be no break, no contact with the ground, and also we have to thresh it as soon as possible, and proper drying till correct moisture and proper storage. These 5 basic principles we have to follow for the quality seed. And right now no one is bothering about proper storage and proper maintaining the proper drying. There's no one is thinking on that. They are just using the traditional method. So that's why we are facing a problem on quality seed. So this is the main factor that I want to say, that when we'll think about the seed, it will start from seed producer and it will go to the rice market. In between that, we have different processes like production, processing, and marketing, where the activities are like harvesting, drying, storage, milling, and we are depending on different input providers, farmers, service providers, millers, or traders. So in this cycle, we have to see some of the basic principles, like we have to apply good agriculture practices in rice production. I am saying about that we have to store quality seed, but if in the production party we have a bad quality seed, we are not a proper growth, we are not getting proper yield, then no need of to going for the harvest and store the seed, because we have to think on the start of the point when we are focusing on the seed part. Next, we have to harvest at the right time, that is 22 to 24% of moisture. Threshing, we should immediately after harvesting we have to thresh it. And if for the grain we have to use combine harvester, but for seed you should not use combine harvester for harvesting or threshing. Similarly, drying.
सबसे ज्यादा लेंदी प्रोसेस है एफपीओ का। हमने अभी बोल तो दिया है सर के सामने,
पर वो इसका स्कीम में एफपीओ बनाना कंपलसरी है, पूछते रहते हैं एफपीओ बनाए या नहीं।
मैडम एफपीओ नहीं होगा मेरे ख्याल से, उसमें कुछ और होगा।
एफपीओ है, फार्मर्स का वो सब नहीं है, एफपीओ है, इसलिए हम लोग का सबका।
Sorry, Suryakant ji, please proceed.
Yeah. It's, I think some disturbance is there. Okay. Then for drying, we have to dry it after threshing. Farmers are generally put the paddy in up to 8 to 10 days in the field after harvesting, but we should be go immediate threshing. After that, we should go for the drying rather than putting the crops in the field for 8 to 10 days. Then we should store safely with using different technologies so that the storage should be hygiene and protect from water, humidity, insect, and other pests. Then if you'll go for the marketing, we have 2 parts. One is the seed market, one is the rice market. In rice market, we have to see about the rubber roller type of rice mills so that we can avoid breakage. Then after that, we should know about our market, I mean what varieties and what type of quality is required. We have to focus first, then only we can adopt any practice for the quality seed. Then now we are coming to seed. Seed is the key input in farming system, and as all of you know that seed is the living product that must be grown, harvested, and processed correctly to maximize its viability and subsequent crop productivity. We can we can assure that every seed is a grain, but every grain is not a seed. And for seed, There is, if you have a quality seed, then we can increase the yield by 5 to 20%. So proper quality seed, and a factor that contributes the maximum towards yield in comparison to other factors responsible for higher yield. Then what is quality seed? One is, first we have to see that it is genetically pure, no off type, no other varieties. Second is physically pure, that means clean, no adulteration, no other external elements should be there in that. Third point is physiologically soundness, and fourth one is the healthy seed. These are the four factors we have to see in the quality seed parameter. So like this, you can see that one is properly maintained, genetically pure, uniform, no other varieties. It is the quality seed in the left side, and the right side it is not the quality. You have a lot of inner external materials are there, so this is not a quality one. So why we need a quality seed? First is we need to check that we have a higher germination percentage. We have lesser seed or input requirement, which will reduce the cost. If you will see the farmers practice, they are if they have their stored seed, they are using 10 to 20 kg of extra seed to get the minimum yield, because farmer are worried about that. They need let us give an example. They need 2 to 3 quintals of paddy in 1 acre of land. Then they need to put any amount of seed, but they will get that much amount of yield. So that's why they are using higher seed rate. We have to check that we should not use higher seed rate. If we will be proper saved seed, then we can use the lesser seed, or input requirement is also less. No need of repeat planting, low incidence of weed, strong, uniform and disease-free crop stand, uniform maturity flowering. To obtain higher yield means it will increase by 5 to 20% if we have a quality seed, and good market price of produce. Then key steps for quality seed production. We have a lot of steps. First is the seed cleaning. That is the seed producers or any companies who are doing the seed business. That is their part. They should think about the seed cleaning. But out of 11 factors, rest factors we can handle from our side, and we have a very good team of different factors. And the post harvest and mechanization cluster is looking at the germination part, logging, harvesting, threshing, drying, and storage part. Mainly we are focusing on that. I am on that cluster, and I am working on this. First is the germination testing. We are doing the germination test of each seed just start of the before the sowing time, and we are checking it for 3 days. And if the germination is good, then we are using that quality seed. And most of the time we are recommending that the germination percentage should be more than 90%. Then next step is the logging, is the one of the important parameters that I want to mention here, because if we are doing any crop, and there is definitely we have off types, unwanted plants in the varieties, because we are doing the previous crop. In that you have some seeds are fallen in the field, so we have a different unwanted plants and other varieties. So we have to remove that part. That is called logging. And to make it genetically pure and physically pure, we have to do the logging. And in the pictures in the shown, we have to find out that in the field that which plant is taller or shorter, it is not uniform. We have to remove that part. And we have to see the quality of paddy also, that if the size of the L and B ratio of the paddy is not same, then we have to remove that part of that plant also. So proper logging is required in throughout the cropping season, so that we can take a proper quality seed. Then first point is the harvesting. When to harvest? That is the main point. We have to see that we should be focused on 80 to 85%. Panicle should be turned to straw color, or the moisture will be 20 to 25%. At that time we have to harvest. If we are harvesting early, then immature, less viable seed will be there. If we are making a late harvesting, then lodging, shattering losses are there, loss of aroma in scented rice, more brittle grains, more bud and rodent damage is there. So we have to make sure that we have to harvest at the proper time, that is 80 to 85% of the straw color, like I shown in the figure. We can check that at what is the correct time, so that we will get the proper quality seed. Next, now it comes about the storage. Storage is the most important part. We should store it in the cool or dry place. ED super bag is a good option, and ensure that the storage bag structures that are not in the directly contact with floor, and there should not be much exchange of air and moisture between the seed and outside environment. Now I'll briefly speaking about storage part. That is the main topic of our today's webinar. The previously what I told that we have to think about before getting any seed, we have to think about the quality parameter so that we will get the quality seed before storage. Now we are getting the quality seed. Now we have to think about the how to make the proper storage. Current situation in India, we have different structures and a lot of traditional methods are there, like steel beans, bag storage, granary, woven basket, clay plots, concrete beans. Some commercial storage is also not properly maintained, and due to this, we have high losses due to pest, humidity, and mycotoxins. So this due to that, we are losing a quality as well as in the quantity also. So if you'll checking about the traditional method of storage, we have two parameters. One is the internal parameter and external parameter. In internal parameter, when we are storing any grain or rice inside a bag, we have carbon dioxide, we have oxygen, we have foreign matter, we have moisture, temperature, insects are there inside the bag. Outside parameter, same carbon dioxide, temperature, humidity, and oxygen. And if you will be see in the traditional method, there is a well contact with external parameters and internal parameters. If external parameters, internal parameters are communicating with each other, then there is a huge loss of germination, seed viability, milling quality, head rise. I'm not talking about only seed. If you will be think about the grain also, here also we are have the less milling quality, poor milling quality, poor head rise recovery, and low germination, low viability. So farmers are that's why using 20% more seed to get the optimum yield. And in the milling also they are getting higher broken rice. So this is the main thing we have to think. We have to check. There should not be any contact between external and internal parameters. Another point, there is a pest. Pest attack is there where like insect, pathogens, fungi, rodents, birds are they are just damaging our store seed or grain. They are just damaging. And what are the ideal condition? They need a temperature 20 to 40 degrees Celsius, relative humidity of 60 to 70%, and there is a mixing up grain lots like old and new type of thing. So these are the ideal condition for surviving of the pest. If in the traditional storage, the temperature is maintaining 20 to 40 degrees Celsius and the relative humidity is also 60 to 70%. So there is a chance of the pests are increasing and the number is also increasing. What are the source for infestation? First is field infestation. You know that in the field there is a different of fungi attack, insect attack, infestation is there. When you are harvesting and threshing it, if you are not properly rogged, means the rogging is not done properly. You are not removing the disease-prone plant, then that part is coming and it will damage whole your storage. Second is godowns. In the godowns we are storing it. If there is insect earlier, then and we are not cleaning it, we are not giving any chemicals or nothing, anything else, then there is a losses and there is a chance of infestation. Like if we are using old gunny bags, containers, then also there is a chance of infestation. So what is required to make a good storage system? First is we have to prevent the moisture re-entering the grain, because if we are recommending the seed should be for paddy, the seed should be up to 9 to 12% of moisture. If it will continuously moisture is entering inside the grain and removing, then it will try to germinate, and when they will not getting proper space or proper environment to grow, then that will be germination percentage will be reduced and seed viability will be finished. So that's why we have to maintain that one, and we have to protect it from insect, rodents, birds, and we have something so that easy loading, unloading should be there, and efficient use of space. As we are involving and we giving some money for proper storage, we have to clean the paddy properly so that there should not be any inert material to no external material, so that we are using proper space and ease in maintenance and management. Then for hygiene purpose, we have to keep storage areas clean storage rooms after they emptied, placing rat traps, barriers in drying and storage areas, cats deter or help control rats and mice. Inspect storage room regularly to keep it vermin proof, and inspect the stored seeds once a week for signs of insect infestation. These are the some government chemicals are recommended, governments are recommending for their storage go down, so that infestation should be avoided. But we are thinking to not to use any chemicals, and hermetically, and without using chemicals we have to store it. So these are the different systems that we are promoting. ERI is promoting in India. One is the local container with proper sealing. Second is ERI super bag. Then cocoon, grain safe, and these are one of the new technology we are trying for first time in India, in store dryer. So the main principle of all these technology is that it is airtight enclosure. So due to airtight enclosure, there is no communication of external environment and internal environment. Second is biological activity inside the store system, they reduce the oxygen. So if the oxygen is reduced, insect will die or become inactive. Then the plastic material will controls moisture, no need of using any pesticide, any chemicals, because farmers are generally, if they need, they are using their stored seed. If there is any chemical, there is a chance of loss of life. So we have to check that one. If you will see the super bag is first we have to use a plastic jute bag as a liner, because we are not using super bag directly. Next is we have to after storing we have to just remove the excess air inside the bag and twist the top part. Then we are just twist it and bind it with a rope or tag. It is available with the super bag. If we will store it properly, then there is a chance of increase our seed storage period from 6 months to 12 months. I showed it in the previous slide. There is a internal parameters, external parameters. Here in the super bag, there is a technology, means we have two polythene sheet. Inside that we have a gas barrier. That's why there is no linkage between internal and external parameters. So for that reason, our germination, viability, milling quality, head rise, all are maintained, and oxygen level going down up to 5 to 7% from week 1. Insect dies, moisture content for seed, it is maintained up to 9 to 12% and 12 to 14% for the grain. So these are the some results that I want to showcase. This is the first trial that we did in Bihar, and we published it in our CISA project. Here, if you'll see the germination test, they are in 4 different villages. The germination percent in super bag is very good and it is maintained properly. Only the traditional method, it is going down very drastically. It is going down, and if you see the moisture content, it is also maintained in the super bag. But in the traditional method, the moisture content goes up more than 14%. And if you see the insect or pest count, you will see that super bag there is no insect. Previously there is insect, but after 6 months of storage there is no insect. But in the traditional method, number is increased. Similarly, this is also work in Bihar, where we have to we stored different quality, different type of seed. Like in lentil, we have stored lentil. You'll see the super bag, the germination percentage is similar before storage and after storage. In the if you'll see the moisture content, it is also similar like before and after. But if you'll see the traditional method, it is goes down in the moisture the germination rate, and moisture content is increasing. Similarly, we stored other seeds like chickpea, wheat. We are also storing it, and we have also same result like in the moisture content. It is maintained in super bag, whereas in jute bag it is increasing, and in the germination also it is similar, same pattern. And if you will see outside India, this is the study in other country like Southeast Asia, Myanmar, Cambodia. We tested everywhere, Vietnam, and these are the same results we are getting. And in all trials, the traditional method the farmers are adopting. Still, there also we are giving some inert material like the normal polythenes are available in the market. We are putting that also, so that that should be a proper control, not the traditional method farmers are using. Still, we are getting a very good result in the super bag. These are the financial analysis I want to highlight. In Bihar, we did it for wheat seed, and the total cost is 830 rupees when we are using super bag. In the traditional method, it is 840 rupees, and the investment cost per kg is around 16 rupees and 60 paisa. And for traditional method, it is 16 rupees 80 paisa. But the germination rate before and after, it has a very large variation. In super bag, no changes, but in the traditional method it reduced around 13%. So, and farmers are using the super bag for 2 to 3 years by purchasing at once. This is the interesting trial that we did in OUAT. This year we did it, and here we are using rice. Our storage period is 6 months, and we put this one traditional method storage and one super bag. We are injecting insect larvae inside the storage, both part, and putting inside a room where we have books, bags, wooden chairs, extra etc. are available inside the room, and rats are also available in that room. And when we are test after 6 months, we are getting there is a rat, but it will not attack super bag. It attacks normal bag, storage bag. So, and we found that higher insect attack in traditional method, that is 24 insects we are finding with larva we are putting, but in super bag the larva are destroyed, no insect attack was there, n is equal to 0. Similarly, if we'll come to the grain safe, this is the largest size 1 ton capacity, and here oxygen level is going down from 21% to 5 to 6%. We are checking monthly. Probably Grain Pro will say more about the technology regarding the reduction of the oxygen level, and we are extend germination life of seed, control insect grain pest without any chemicals, improve the head rice recovery of the stored grain also. So same pattern here also. There is external parameter, internal parameters, a lot of are there, some structural parameters are there. Here also we are getting the germination, viability, milling quality and head rice with good numbers, and we are maintaining the oxygen level and moisture content also. This is the one interesting trial we started, and I remember that Mr. Avinash, the Grain Pro, he is also coming in that trial, and we have very good success, and we stored 0.8 ton of wheat seed at the moisture content of 11.7% and monitored regularly, and the germination rate is quite high. It is 94%, good result. And if you see the germination rate and also moisture content, live and dead pest count, everywhere we are getting a very good result. And this trial was done at the Bhaspa. One NGO is there in Vaishali district of Bihar. We are giving this trial, and we are getting a very good result. And after that, we are giving the same grain safe to Rajapur village to a one farmer. He is not any NGO, nothing else. One single farmer. We are also getting a very good result in that also. In the financial analysis also, we are getting that per kg he is paying around 19 rupees 75 paisa, and if he want to do a business of 5 rupees per kg, then the total charge is 24 rupees 75 paisa. So it's around 25 rupees he is charging, and farmers are at that time purchasing the seed at the rate of 35 rupees. This was the statement was given by Mr. E.K. Sharma, Secretary of Bhaspa, that their farmers are purchasing at the rate of 35, but they are charging 25. Farmers are very much satisfied with the yield at the raised price, and they are using that technology for 8 to 10 years, and farmers are saving around 10% of their own seed. These are the some findings that some overall gist that I want to say before means I am just now concluding my part. We already tested different technology in 4 states, Bihar, UP, Odisha and Assam. The testing material that we had already tested like paddy, rice, wheat, lentil, pea and black gram. These all things we are already tested. Then we are planning to store the dry red chili. Already we have started the experiment at NRI Cuttack. So most probably we will get the result by the end of December. And here what we control: moisture content, germination rate, seed viability that we control. What we are getting in the quality, that better milled rice, low broken percentage, head rice recovery, no insect rat attack, no chemical used. Then I also want to showcase something that one farmer in the Rajapur village of Baksar, Mr. Ramasankar Rai, is storing seed of HD2967 of wheat seed in the cocoon in the April 2014, and use that seed in the month of November. He is getting a germination percent of 93%. And he also found that he told me that the after 6 months of storage, the seed is quite fresh, and it looks like a freshly harvested wheat seed. And he used a low seed rate. We told that just use your lower seed rate, no need to go for higher seed rate. And by force we are we make him understand, and he used that one. And after that he is very much satisfied with the yield. He is getting a higher yield than his own seed, and he sold the seed at the rate of 25 per kg. And immediately he purchased 100 super bag for seed purpose. That's all from my side. Thank you. Any question? I think there is a session. We can give any. I can give answer for your question.
Thank
Rose?
you, Dr. Ganday. We will be having our live Q&A right after all of the presentations.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you can put your questions in the chat box, and we will be answering. Our technical people will be answering your questions via the chat box.
Sure.
And thank you, Doc, for a very comprehensive presentation. I would like to introduce our next speaker. Our next speaker is the Customer Support Engineer for South Asia and Middle East for GrainPro. His works and research are dedicated to developing post-harvest storage technologies in agriculture, with more than 8 years of experience working with reputable companies in grain storage systems. He had 3 published works related to the influence of storage on paddy, wheat, and seeds' physical properties. Let's please welcome Engineer Sujit Patil.
Thank you, Rose, for the good introduction. Is my voice is audible?
Clear?
Yes, Sujit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So today's topic of discussion is the hermetic storage application for the seeds preservation. But when we see our guest speaker, Dr. Suryakantaji's presentation, he already gives the brief idea about the quality seed production, existing storage practices, and issues with the storage. He also explained what is the hermetic storage and their actual field experiences about the seed storage in different kinds of GrainPro's hermetic storage bags. So I will not repeat the same regarding the hermetic storage, what is hermetic storage and its benefits. So we give you the information about the field trials and the installations of the GrainPro products for the seed storage carried out all over the world. So let's move towards our first slide. This trial was conducted at the Philippines for the storage of the paddy seeds. The objective of this trial is to determine the most cost-effective storage solution for the seed storage. In this trial, the 4 storage structures are tested for the storage period of 9 months. The first storage structure is the cold room storage with 13 to 15 degrees Celsius temperature and 40 to 50% relative humidity. Second structure is the air conditioned room storage with 27 degrees Celsius temperature and less than 60% relative humidity. Then third structure is the conventional storage, which used as a control with 28 to 38 degrees Celsius temperature and humidity varies from 60 to 89%. Then fourth structure uses the hermetic cocoons. 3 units of GrainPro cocoons of 5 metric ton capacity are used for the storage of the paddy seeds. As you see on the screen, there is a graph of the oxygen concentration in the 3 cocoons throughout the storage period of the 9 months. The oxygen level in 3 of the cocoon is maintained at the below 5% throughout the storage period. At this level, all it's supposed to be all the insect activities should be die. Means it's all the stages of insect to be killed at this oxygen level. Then these are the graph of the seed vigor and seed germinations stored in the paddy seed stored in the different kinds of storage structures. The green is the hermetic storage. Then you see in the blue line is of the cold room storage. Yellow is the air conditioned room storage, and red line is the control storage. So you can see on the graph the seed vigor and seed germination is equivalent in the hermetic storage and the cold storage. So you can say the same, you get the result in the hermetic storage solution equivalent to the cold storage. Next. So as per the purpose of trial, when we consider the storage period of 3 months, then the most cost effective solution we get is conventional storage. Second is hermetic storage. Third is the air conditioned storage. And fourth is cold room storage. When we consider the storage period of 6 months, then most cost effective solution we will get is the hermetic storage. Second one is the conventional storage. Third one is air conditioned storage. And fourth one, cold room storage. So this is the comparative chart of which storage solution is the cost effective when we store the paddy seeds for 3 months and 6 months. Next, this is the paddy seed storage trial conducted at Africa, where the paddy seed is stored at outdoor in a 150 metric ton cocoon. The objective of the trial is to preserve the germination and vigor, protect against insect, moisture absorption, and molds. They have challenges regarding the vigor and germination losses, insect infestation, and molds. Next, this is the storage trial of the paddy seed at Indore. The paddy seed is stored in the 50 metric ton cocoons. This is trial conducted at the Maharashtra, India. To check this is the ongoing trial for the paddy seed storage. Next, this is the male seed storage in 50 metric ton cocoons. To check in this storage trial, the male seeds are stored for more than 1 year. They get the good result. Next, this also trial was conducted for the male seed in the 10 metric ton specially designed cocoon cargo, where the male seed was stored for more than 1 year. You can see on the screen the oxygen level throughout the storage period is achieved is less than 10%. Here we get the oxygen level 7% for the storage period of more than 1 year. This is the trial they mentioned by Dr. Suryakantaji, the lentil seed on-farm storage trial. The storage period is just 5 months, in which they tested the different parameters like weight of the seed, moisture content, germination percentage, discoloration, insect count, grain damage, etc. The trial is conducted at 2 different locations. You can see on the screen the result in the super grain bag and jute bag. You can find out the moisture content. There is no any changes in moisture content. The lentils stored in the super grain bag as compared to the jute bag. Also, you can see the germination percentage in the jute bag and super grain bag at 2 different locations. There is no any changes in the germination percentage and the moisture content. The seeds stored in the super grain bags. Next, this is the paddy seed storage trial in Philippines, where 150 metric ton cocoon is used for the storage of the paddy seeds. Then this is the paddy seed storage trial in China, where the paddy seed was stored in the outdoor setup using the GrainFrost 5 metric ton cocoons. This is paddy seed storage trial in Philippines, where a multinational seed company is using GrainPro's cocoon of 150 metric ton capacity since 2006 for paddy storage, seed storage. This company also utilized the cocoon as a fumigation chamber for quick control of the insect infestation. Then the vegetable seed storage in Peru, where the grain shape means 1 metric ton cocoon is used for the preserving the vegetable seeds. Then corn seeds in Peru, where the 1 metric ton cocoon and 5 metric ton cocoons are used for preserving the corn seed at outdoor location. Here you can see the pictures of 5 metric ton cocoon for storing the corn seed. Next, these are some of the results of corn seed in hermetic storage conducted at different locations in Mexico, Thailand. Next, these are the result of paddy seed storage in hermetic storage in Bangladesh, in Cambodia, where we tested the different parameters like the initial germination percentage, final germination percentage, moisture content at the start of the trial, moisture content at the end of the trial, insect infestation at the start and insect infestation at the end of the trial. Here we can see in hermetic storage, where the storage trial is longs for 100 days, where initial germination percentage is 98% in the both hermetic and non-hermetic storage. After the completion at the end of the trial, we get 95% germination percentage in hermetic bags and 74% germination percentage in non-hermetic bag. Same, there is very slightly difference in moisture content throughout the storage trial in both the structures. Insect infestation we observed at the initial stage in hermetic bags is 85. At the end of the trial, we observe only 1%, one insect. In non-hermetic, we observe that there is an increase in infestation as compared to the initial stage of the trial. In Cambodia, the paddy seed trial goes for the 223 days, where the initial germination rate is 97%, and at the end of the trial, we observed 91% germination rate in hermetic bags. And in non-hermetic solution, we observed the 66% germination percentage at the end of the trial. Wheat seed result in the hermetic storage conducted at Israel, Bangladesh, where you can see the comparison at the Bangladesh trial. 120 days of storage trial can go for the wheat seed, where germination percentage at the end of trial we get is 89%, and for non-hermetic storage structure we get the 5% germination percentage. So these are some examples or the results of the seeds, different kinds of seed storage trial conducted in the GrainPro cocoons and super grain bags. So rather than the seed storage, we store the grains, organic foods in GrainPro cocoons and different. Here is the trial of the corn storage, which is conducted in Zambia, having the cocoon capacities of 1,050 tons. The objective of this trial is for food security, protect the quality of corn from insect and molds, extension warehouse. They have the challenges of insect infestation problem, molds, readily available commodity throughout the year. Next trial is for the organic brown rice indoor storage. The brown rice is stored in 105 metric ton cocoons. The objective of trial is for to protect the quality of rice from insect infestation, use the cocoon as a fumigation chamber, and maintain the FFA levels in the brown rice. So they have all these challenges are solved using this 105 metric ton cocoon, and the customer are using this cocoon. Next is wheat storage trial conducted in the Madhya Pradesh, India, where the we use the 150 metric ton cocoon for the storage of the wheat. Next, This is the outdoor storage for the wheat at located in the India. At this site, we installed the 31 cocoons of 300 metric ton cocoon, 300 metric ton capacity for the storage of wheat. The purpose of this storage is to protect the wheat quality for the 1 year. This trial is also ongoing and installed more than 1 year. So we can see what are the uses and applications of the hermetic transport solution. So safe transport of chia seeds. We use here the container GrainPro transit liner for the safe transportation of the chia seeds. That helps to protect the seeds from condensation and mold development during the sea. Here we can see we also flush the carbon dioxide into the transit liner. Next, paper transportation in Vietnam, where we use the 20 metric ton transit liner to prevent the water condensation on top layer. Here, the turmeric transportation in Myanmar, they face having the challenges of the condensation and insect infestation during the transit. So by using the GrainPro transit liner, the challenges are they resolved. This is the cocoa transportation in Latin America. A big cocoa exporter used the transit liner to prevent the oxidation and rancidity. They have by using the transit liner, they address the problem with the insect and odor contamination. They get the good quality of the cocoa after reaching to the site. Next, the organic rice in Vietnam. The organic rice exporter used the FIBC hermetic pouch as a CO2 fumigation container. Now we see the what are the GrainPro's hermetic storage solution for the bigger capacity we have the cocoon bags. So GrainPro cocoon are the low permeable to the air and moisture. It is a chemical free storage and we can store the commodity for long term. We have the capacities varies from the 5 metric ton, 10, 20, 50, 100 and 150. Here is the GrainPro GHF cocoon, which is made from the PVC. Lifespan of up to 15 years. Warranty is about 5 years. It is designed for the stacking of the bagged grains. Means PP or jute bags we need to stack. Next product is GrainPro's cocoon cargo, which is made from the reinforced PVC, having also life of up to 15 years, warranty of about 5 years. It is designed for the jumbo bags or big bags. We can load the jumbo bags using with the help of forklift in this cocoon cargo. Next product is the Cocoon Light. It is the cheaper and lighter version of our GrainPro's PVC cocoon, which is made from the weather resistant and lightweight cross-laminated polyethylene, having life of up to 5 years and warranty of about 2 years. This is designed for the PP or jute sack stacking. Next, we have the solution for the smaller capacities cocoons. This is GrainPro GrainSafe bag having capacity of 1 metric ton, which is made from PVC, life of up to 15 years and warranty of 5 years. Next product is the GrainPro's Cocoon Indoor. This is made from polyethylene, high strength, which having the properties of air and moisture barrier. It is available in the capacities of 5, 10 and 20 metric ton. Life of Cocoon Indoor is 2 years and warranty of up to 1 year. Next, we have the transportation solution for the grains and seeds. A transport solution to protect and preserve the agricultural commodities while in transit. So we have capacity of 20 feet container liner and 40 feet container liners that protects against the odor cross contamination, prevent the condensation, eliminate insect infestation while in transit, protect against insect cross infestation, prevents oxidation rancidity of commodities and inhibit mold growth. Then we have the super grain bags that can be used for the transport as well as storage. The super grain bag we can use as a inner liner protection as explained by the Dr. Suryakantaji for the safe storage and transport for the agriculture commodity. It is made from the high strength polyethylene having the properties of water and air barrier. It is chemical preservation of commodities. Capacities available in the capacities of 500 grams, 15 kg, 30 kg, 50 kg and 69 kg. This is the super grain bag RZ. Having sealing closing is done with the help of Ziploc. This is the super grain bag RT, means so we can close the bag with the help of cable ties, twist and tie type. Super grain bag sample bag, this is used as for the retail sale. Then super grain bag 4. This is a standalone bag that doesn't require the outer jute or PP bag. And the sealing is done with the help of heat sealing. Next, transport or storage solution is super grain bag high capacity. This bag used as a inner liner protection to the jumbo bags, which is made from the polyethylene. Next product is the FIPC hermetic pouch, which is used as a outer liner protection to the jumbo bags or big bags, which is also made from the PE. Next, these are the some devices to monitor the changes, whatever the changes happening inside the GrainPro's hermetic structure. For example, oxygen percentage, CO2 percentage, relative humidity, temperature. The oxygen analyzer is used to measure the oxygen percentage inside the cocoon. CO2 analyzer is used to measure the CO2 concentration inside the cocoon. The EcoWise wireless sensor are used to monitor the changes like temperature, relative humidity, and carbon dioxide percentage inside the cocoon. Next product is GrainPro's moisture meter. It provides the accurate moisture content reading for the different grains in just seconds. This is a resistant type moisture meter, has built-in grinder and compressor for more accurate reading. It measures the internal moisture content of the commodity. With the help of this moisture meter, we can measure the moisture content of more than 15 commodities. Next product is GrainPro and ERI rice quality test kit. This rice quality test kit is a set of tools designed to determine the quality of paddy, brown rice, milled rice, and seeds. This tool helps to quantify the rice quality so that farmers, traders, or researchers and others can identify the possible problems during the harvest. This rice quality test kit consists of the moisture meter, palm husker, infrared thermometer with hygrometer, graduated cylinder, caliper, sheet grader, magnifier, mini scale, EMC table, psychrometric chart, etc. Next, features, benefits, and advantages of the GrainPro's hermetic storage structure. It is airtight and moisture tight technology, having the benefits of we save the money caused by spoilage. It prolongs the shelf life throughout the year. Then secure hygiene and health. What are the advantages? The control of insect infestation to increase the shelf life of the commodity, prevents caking during storage, preserves the freshness and aroma of commodities, preserve the nutritional value of the commodity, inhibit mold growth and inhibit aflatoxins. Hermetic technology can use as an organic storage structure because we don't add any chemical for killing the insect. It is a collapsible type structure, reduce the cost per unit for bulk purchasing. It can be used as an extension warehouse. It can be transferred from one station to another station. It is UV protected, having the minimum maintenance cost, and it can be used more than 10 years. So these are our partners with we are working in Asia Pacific. And these are the contact information for your respective territories. So thank you for listening. If you have any questions, you can ask. Hi, Rose.
Thank you so much, Sujit, for the very comprehensive presentation. We are now opening the floor for a live Q&A.
Okay.
If you have questions, our technical team and Dr. Kanday is also here to answer your questions.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
what is the benefit of hermetic storage and simple bag? Are you listen?
Yes, sir. Actually, hermetic storage, when you can say for the hermetic storage, you are looking for which capacity hermetic storage. Actually, the hermetic storage, if we consider 1 metric ton cocoon, when we eat, the life of the one cocoon is about 15 years. And it is hermetic storage structure is our cocoons are our air tight and water tight. You don't need to add any chemicals to control the insect infestation. You can flush the CO2 gas to control the insect issue, and you can get the all the control of the all stages of insect infestation within 12 to 14 days. So it is an organic type storage structure you can use for up to about 15 years.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah. I'm Naveen. I want to ask one thing that in the cocoon, we are actually using the cocoon, and I want to
Yes,
understand
sir.
that
Yes, sir.
when we purge CO2 inside, so the O2 level goes down up to 2%, nearly 2%. And simultaneously, there is increase in CO2 concentration. Now, and we have only one port from where we come to know what is the level of oxygen. So
Yes, sir.
how we can be sure that throughout the cocoon, we have 50 tons cocoon, throughout the cocoon, the inside atmosphere is uniform. How can we know that?
Yes, sir. Actually, the exact level of the CO2 or O2 we get after the 24 to 36 hours of our CO2 purging. When we take the readings after the CO2 flushing, then we get the fluctuate reading. For the exact reading, we need to wait for 24 to 36 hours. And regarding internal condition, we need to maintain the oxygen level below 10% for the storage period. So if the level is at our below 10% level, then no need to worry, sir.
No, sir. No, that is not the question. I just want to
Okay.
understand. We are checking the level of oxygen at one point only. There is one point,
Yes,
isn't?
yes, sir.
So,
Gas and
so how can we be sure that throughout the cocoon the concentration is same?
yes,
Because why this is why I'm asking this is because
yes, yes.
There is slightly day by day there is increase in oxygen, and the oxygen is increasing. So from which part it is getting out, from which part it is getting loosed. So that was just and secondly, in one of your experimental data, it was shown that after the completion of the experiment, there was one live insect found inside that after 3 months or 100 days. So, but do you think that that was dead or alive?
Dead, and that study was conducted with the supergreen bag, sir. Maybe there is any break or damage of that bag that may be also occur or not properly tight. That supergreen bag of 50 kg, that trial was conducted.
Okay, so
regarding
in that,
regarding
okay,
cocoon, sir,
yeah.
actually your
Yeah.
question is you are checking the or taking the oxygen reading in at one point only in cocoon. So
Yeah.
that is what I mentioned. We need to take the readings after 24 or 36 hours. So after that.
Nabinji, I will answer your question. When you are
Sure.
storing inside a cocoon or a grain safe for higher capacity, if you want to check the proper uniformity of oxygen, when you are putting something, when you are thinking about seed is also a living organism.
Yes.
There is a life inside that, and it is inside the storage. They are trying to take the oxygen and lose the carbon and giving the carbon dioxide inside the storage bag. When you
Yes.
want to check that if it is your whether its oxygen is properly maintained or not, you have to take some samples, means around 10 to 15 samples with some time interval, so that it is, because when the grain is stored inside the big size of cocoon, then every parts of the cocoon, the seed are trying to consume the oxygen. So, so if at some part it is the seed is stored with a less capacity, or some gaps are there, or some space is there, if there is air, then they will try to consume that oxygen also when the other part they don't have oxygen. They're trying to they're trying to means
Utilize.
utilize more oxygen
Yeah.
out from
Yeah.
other environment also. So if you are taking the 10 samples or 15 samples at the interval of 30 minutes, and if you are taking the average data, that will be your oxygen content inside the total hermetic storage. And the main point is that when you are thinking about the oxygen, each part the oxygen level will not be same. There will be some difference variation. If the average average oxygen level is around below 10% and around 5 to 7%, it will be average is the 5 to 7%. Some at some places if more insect is there, means before storage. Okay, let us say that there is some insect inside the cocoon. If at one part there is an insect and means when you are packing the bags, sometimes the bag will be 50 kg, sometimes it is 52 kg. If some at some part it is more, their oxygen level will be going down quickly because there is more live organisms are there. They are trying to breathe more oxygen. So that's why it is more. If you want to see that you have a proper maintained or not, you have to see for the 10 to 15 times with an interval of 30 minutes. You will get the average data.
Sir, actually, I want to still discuss, because sir, as you said that the percentage should be below 10% of oxygen.
Yeah.
So no, that is why I'm asking, because we go up to 10%. So maybe there is some area in the cocoon where it has already crossed 14% or 15%. Because if we are taking, because we are only checking, see, for our cocoon we are taking a reading twice a day or daily, every day, and we are getting the oxygen is slowly increasing. So my doubt was only that in any part of the cocoon, is there means it has crossed the threshold or not, that we want to be sure.
How long you stored it? How long?
We have tested for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months for in that way.
No. You stored it for. You are saying that oxygen level is increasing. What is the period of
Yes.
storage? It is about 6 months
Sir,
or 4 months?
we have tried in different ways, but from day one itself, from day one itself, if you go to day 2 and day 3, every day it increases.
Oxygen. Then there may be
Yeah,
some
in
leakage.
points. Yeah, sometime it is 0.1, sometime it is 0.2, in between this range.
That means there is a chance of there is any leakage or something locking problem is there.
No, sir, that
So-
was the new one, new cocoon, and it was we have tested, and we have tested with Sujit also. Sujit, who is presenting
Yes, sir. Sir,
yeah.
actually the
And so-
minor changes
Yeah.
in your reading maybe because of that instrument also for the oxygen meter, because this is a locally meter. I will visit in next month or next month and check with our Renpro's oxygen meter. So whatever is there any changes in the reading.
Yeah, because we are totally following your SOP, and
Yes,
in that
sir.
way we are actually, and everything we are discussing with you guys. So
Yes,
I don't think there is, only the question was whether the uniformity, whether there is a uniformity of what we are taking the observation daily. Only that was my
Yes,
question,
yes,
Sujit.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yesterday also I called to the your person, sir. He told me the readings yesterday at 6.8%.
Yes. Yeah.
Sir, please allow me to answer the question. I'm Melanie, part of the technical support of Renpro also. We have 1 point for the cocoon for measuring the oxygen or the carbon dioxide. For cocoon, as hermetic technology, it has a mechanism in which the atmosphere inside the hermetic technology or storage actually equalizes. It's not only the gas, but that includes also the moisture within the cocoon. So it has an equilibrating effect. So as if you're going to measure 1 point only, I think that would be accurate already, because that is a representation already of the entire stock, because it is hermetic storage and it is gas type. So since oxygen is a gas, it easily equalizes inside a hermetic storage. So I think if you have only one reading, so that represents the entire stock already. And there will be changes from time to time. with the oxygen reading because the insects or other living organisms are respiring inside the cocoon. So they will be consuming the amount of oxygen that remains inside the cocoon also. So we should expect that there will be changes from time to time. And sometimes leaks may occur and we need to check that one. One indicator that there's a leak is that there is an increase of oxygen, a significant increase. That's why we need to check for leakage if there's a lot of changes or there's a big increase in oxygen during our reading. So I think, I hope I answer your question, sir.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Yeah, just last one communication. Hi, I'm Avinash from GrainPro, handling Indian subcontinent and Middle East. So based on whatever just now discussed, I have already committed to our Mahiko team, all those who are on call, that we will be conducting a special training program online for them in coming few weeks. And I'm in touch with Naveen sir. And as I said, it's a commitment. So give us few days and we will come back to you with the plan presentation. Okay, we'll have live interaction for that to solve your
Thank you,
problem.
Avinash sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Avinash.
Yes. Yes, who's this?
Yeah, I am Vilas.
Yes, sir.
Here is
Good
Usman.
afternoon.
Sir, in Andhra Pradesh, many of the farmers are asking about the mobile dryers.
Okay.
And especially during the Kharif harvesting period, there will be the monsoon and most of the grains will be in wet condition.
Correct.
And that's why many farmers are asking about the mobile dryers.
Okay.
But the problem is if you are having a mobile dryer, the capacity will be hardly 2 to 4 ton per batch.
Correct.
But if you are going with this solar bubble dryer, at that time we will not be having any sunlight.
Correct.
Then how can we solve the problem?
Wonderful. So our solar bubble dryer works very effectively when the sunlight is there. Okay. But let's say if there is no sunlight, right? So then the purpose of the solar is defeated. But there is only one way. Now this solar bubble dryer which GrainPro supplies, right? It has the capability to not only work during daytime, but also works during nighttime, or if there is a little bit of rain. Okay. So there are two ways. Let's say if it's very good sunny, okay, in that case, because of the sunlight, the grain or the seed loses moisture. Okay. It forms in the form of water vapor, are pushed by the fan which is given along with the dryer, and it pushes the water vapors at a faster rate when the sunlight is good. Now the question which you have asked, when it is cloudy or if there is no sunlight or if it's raining little bit, then there is only one way of drying, and that is because of the fan, right? Apart from this, there is no other way where we can continue drying when it is heavily cloudy.
What will be the cost of it, sir?
Okay, so we have different kinds of dryer. One is works on electricity and one works in solar. So even that we have two specifications, half a ton and 1 metric ton. So let's say the cheapest one for the electric half a ton will go approximately up to 1 lakh rupees. Now this is just an indication. When you will mail me, then I would be able to respond to you in a proper manner, or we can discuss further on that. So let's keep commercial discussion on calls, because this is not a platform where we can get into detail on commercial discussion. Thank you, sir. There was a question from Mr. Usman. He was raising his hand from long. Usman ji, please proceed. Okay, next question, someone else.
Yeah, hi Avinash.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm Vilas. This question, like suggestion from my side to continuation of Dr. Naveen and Sujit. So Dr. Naveen wants to corner O2 and CO2 concentration, right, Dr. Naveen?
Yes. Yeah.
So suggestion from my side, like Dr. Naveen, you have to use this wireless sensors corner to corner, Dotronic make. So you can like identify with the wireless sensors the O2 concentration, CO2 concentration, and RH inside the cocoon. This is the like very better way to check all the concentration. So it helps you the check what is the concentration in particular days, and you can monitor with your system. So what is the concentration during storage days? This is from my side. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Please
This is
listen
like
to
very,
listen.
I earlier used this thing, okay, for the
Okay.
checking the corner to corner and the across the cocoon or across the location, you can find out the O2 CO2 concentration and with relative humidity. There is always the combination, correlation in between O2, CO2 and relative humidity. Yeah,
Okay.
this is from my side.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Usman Ahmed,
अविनाश
please
जी,
listen me.
हाँ सर,
अविनाश जी, अभी जिनसे बात हुई थी उनसे सर हम लोग ऑफलाइन भी बात कर सकते हैं ना?
जरूर कर सकते हैं.
Dr. Sir, this is Vilas. Earlier we met, sir. Vilas from Sidon.
Okay, Vilas. Yeah. Nice.
Mr. Avinash, this is Prashant Khale.
Yes, Prashant sir.
You are referring about the solar bubble dryer. So can you share it to Naveen and copy to me also, so that
Yes.
we'll explore for our use. Can we use
Sure.
it for seed?
Yes, of course. I mean, the best person who just now did a presentation, Mr. Suryakant Kandai, Dr. Suryakant Kandai, he has been working since last 6-7 years on this technology, on hermetic and dryers, and a lot of farmers have got amazing results. Okay.
Yeah, I want to add here also that we tested the solar bubble dryer in Odisha using one master student, and we got a very good result. I cannot present it here because he want to publish it in publications, so that's why I didn't mention. But there is a very good result in all quality parameters, seed viability, germination. Everywhere solar bubble dryer result is quite good than the comparison to the solar tunnel dryer, and also the normal farmers practice using a tarpaulin. And
So,
here
Mr. Suryakant, what will be the capacity of the solar bubble dryer?
we are using that one is a half ton capacity, but here in Assam we are using 1 ton capacity one, and here
Per
in
hour,
Assam,
or 1 ton will be the final threshold.
yeah.
Okay.
And here Assam we tested recently, just I think 3-4 days before. The environmental temperature is around 28 degrees Celsius, and the total environment is cloudy. There is no sun at all, but the inside temperature it goes up to 42 degrees Celsius.
Okay. Then what will be the drying time tentatively? Means drying speed for
drying time as per quality parameter. ED is only believes in the quality part. We are suggesting everywhere that whenever you drying any commodity or any seed, just maintain 1% reduction of moisture in 1 hour to maintain the
great. That will be great. That will be
yeah.
That is
But
great. Yes, sir. That is great.
Yeah, for paddy seed, there is a range that you have to maintain the temperature up to 42 to 45 degrees Celsius.
Great.
If it is going off more than means inside solar bubble dryer, it is a sunny day, the temperature inside it will go up to 55-60 degrees Celsius. In that case, the drying rate will be higher. In 1 hour, the drying rate will be around 2 to 3%, 4%. But you are not getting a proper quality for seed. So that's at that time there is a facility in the solar bubble dryer where we are just opening the outlet and the temperature goes down to 42 to 45 degrees Celsius.
Okay. Is there any storage facility that we can store the solar energy in the cell form?
Yeah. We are using battery in inverter. You can use it and store it.
Okay.
And in Nepal also we tried, and in the whole night we run the solar bubble dryer. And the battery capacity they are suggesting from the Grain Pro, it is quite good, and they are whole night it is continuing. But if you are taking the 1 ton capacity of solar bubble dryer, there is two blowers are there. In the night time, you have to operate only one blower, so that the battery will run whole the night, and in the morning again the sun comes and the battery will be charged.
Yeah. So please share the code for the both half ton and 1 ton so that we can take it ahead. Yeah.
Sure, sir. Sure.
And
Mr.
sir, Avinash ji, and what is the RH inside that dryer? Means like the temperature goes up to 42 to 45, and what is the RH in that dryer?
Sir, the moisture of the commodity starts losing, so definitely the humidity starts reducing, right? And there is a blower like fan, so which pushes the water vapor going out. So the humidity starts falling down because of the temperature goes up.
I have the data also. As per
Okay.
Avinash is saying that we tested here in Assam also. The relative humidity is going down as per the temperature is going up, and it will come up to, we measured it up to 55 to 60%.
Okay, sir. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, hello.
Yes.
This is Manish Madhav from Bokaro, India.
Hello, Manish ji. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing today?
Fine, fine.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm new to this field. Actually, this technology.
Okay.
Because of this moisture, a lot of maize in our area in Bihar had been destroyed last time.
I agree with
So
you.
I searched on internet and found your product on net.
Okay.
Actually, I want to ask one thing. In 0.5 metric ton solar bubble dryer, there is dual facility. There is any dual facility, so can I use solar at the time of sunny weather, and if not sunny or at the night, we can use electricity?
No. So thank you for asking this wonderful question. It's really out of the box. Now, when we say dual purpose dryer, it doesn't mean that one dryer can do two activities at the same time. So
No. Two option of power.
No, sir. So I got your question actually. So our solar dryer can only be used with solar panels. It cannot be connected to electricity and drying can be done. The electric can be used only with electricity. It cannot be connected to solar panel.
Avinash, can I?
Yes, please.
I am adding one point. You can correct me if I am wrong or right. What his question is that quite interesting. I think the blower that we are using for electric and for solar, if you purchase both blower, then you can use the electric one during night time. I think so, Avinash. Please correct me.
Okay.
Then I have to change continuously now.
Yeah, you have to change the blower. Then only it is possible, I think. Otherwise, the blower what are using in the solar panel, that is like a DC type and AC type, different types of the AC type and DC type. So in that case, it is difficult to operate in the AC DC in one blower. It is difficult to get.
Then solar blower gives some backup at night.
Yeah, but the battery is there. They are suggesting one battery, which is a very good capacity. If you are using one blower, it will work whole night. We tested in Nepal also. We are the bubble is running whole night.
Okay, Avinash, communicate with me, and I'm
Sure,
interested
sir.
in it.
Sure.
Okay.
So it's simple. My name is Avinash, and my email ID is avinash@grainpro.com. So it's easy to communicate. My number is 9970.
Just hold on.
Yeah.
9970.
I repeat. My name is Avinash Wagh, and my mobile number is 9970 15 72 63. Avinash@grainpro.com, 9970 157263. I'm based in Pune, and you can reach out to us anytime, and we'll be definitely look forward to helping you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
We have other
Yeah,
questions.
dear Avinash, this is
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
Rahul. Can I ask question?
Good afternoon, Dr. Saab.
Yeah. No, actually, just a small query. Generally, after drying of this paddy seed, so have you done any testing of different moisture level and storing in the your GrainPro bags?
Okay, so solar dryer and storage solution are two different product line which GrainPro has. So we have not done any experiment wherein we dried on in our solar bubble dryer and put it inside our cocoons as such, but we did multiple experiments. So the solar bubble dryer which we are talking about can be used to dry vegetables, seaweeds, fruits, and all kind of even the fisheries can be drying in our solar bubble dryer, right? Our cocoon or our technology, the hermetic technology which is used to develop the storage solutions which we have, is only for all kind of dry agricultural commodities. Now, something which all of you may not be knowing, but our cocoons have been used to store and fumigate Indira Gandhiji's books also. Then second example is there is a place called Tuticorin. There are a couple of companies who develop potpourri flowers. I mean, from dry leaves and flowers, they develop some ornamental tabletop attractive things. They are also stored in our cocoon and treated with carbon dioxide. Apart from that, in Kerala, the Raja Maharajas had their own dresses, in the museum. They got infested with silverfish and their shelf life was going down. So even that was stored inside the cocoon and treated and preserved. Then the ammunition used by these Raja Maharaj, the Tof Golas, have also been preserved in our cocoons and treated. So there are a number of various beautiful applications with respect to hermetic technology and GrainPro solutions. So we would love to answer you. Just reach out to us on separate call or email. We can discuss in detail and we'll ensure we will solve your problem. Business comes
thank you.
secondary.
Actually, I am looking
Right.
for specifically on the seed storage because the storage times at the farmer level are different. Suppose if they are harvesting during October, November, so at that time RH is high. So the sun drying will give the moisture means higher side when compared with the harvesting during summer time. So if the farmer stored the seeds at high moisture level using your GrainPro bags, so what will be the quality? I mean, what is the storage time? So just I wanted.
So the clear answer is if the moisture of the seed is above 11%, and if it is stored in airtight condition, the germination will go down, right? Because the law of science or the seed science says that seeds have to be stored at ideal moisture content for storage to preserve for longer duration. So let's say if the farmer is able somehow to preserve his seeds at 11% or below 11%, in our technology, it will give equivalent results to as that of cold storage. And the farmer can preserve his seeds for almost 18 months. So what does that mean? Our 60 kg GrainPro Super Grain bag can help a farmer to preserve the seeds as if he is storing his seeds in cold storage to preserve his germination percentage in the seeds. But if the moisture of the seed is on a higher end, so by laws of nature or law of seed industry, it cannot be stored in airtight condition. If it is stored in airtight condition, the germination will fall down. So not recommended. No high moisture seeds should be stored in our solutions.
Yeah, we have one data on that in ERI. We tested it that when the moisture is around 12 to 13%, it goes up to 2 weeks maximum. The storage, the seed germination is maintained up to 2 weeks. And when we stored it for 10 to 12%, it goes up to 6 months. And when it will come to 9 to 10%, it goes up to 1 year. And we tested up to that part. So that's why we are saying that the storage in the hermetic container should be 9 to 12% per seed, depending on the duration. If it will be more than 12%, you cannot store it for, as Avinash is saying that, as per principle, you cannot store it for more than 2 weeks. It will be reduce your germination rate.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for your information.
Dr. Suryakanta, sir, one question.
Yeah.
Actually, if like paddy, we reduce the moisture till 8, 9. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we observe, the huskless percentage is increasing, sir.
Which percentage?
Huskless seed. So while processing, okay, so like the moisture range is from 10 to 11. Okay. So the huskless seed percentage is less, and while like as compared to 8 to 9%, the moisture is there, then the huskless seed percentage is increasing, sir. This is the like challenging question for all seed industry.
Okay. In that actually we are not doing that part, but normal means we are testing it up to 9%, 9 to 10%.
Okay.
And the seed germination we got after 1 year also, that it maintained same percent, 93 to 93.
Okay, okay, fine, sir. Thank you.
Roj, over to you.
Yes, do we have other questions, please? We still have some time.
Yeah, I have one question. This is Prasad Kumar from Myco Private Limited. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you are very clearly audible. Please proceed.
Because just my question is, EVOH pouches, is it a part of Hermetic technology? Ethylene vinyl alcohol layered pouches, packing materials. Because one of the presentation I went through the presentation where I am doing trial also in my organization. We have packed paddy seed in the EVOH pouches and also regular packing material. And I have been doing this trial for the last 6 months. But I haven't found any difference in terms of reducing insect infestation or preserving the germination. I don't know exactly. We are reviewing that one regarding the any trial error is there or not. And because no, so far in presentation, I came to know that this Hermetic technology during storage. But do you have solution that Hermetic technology for packing the seed for the marketing purpose, so that as long as it is preserved in, it is stored in the market, when we get it as a sales return, can we think that our seed is preserved as long as it is in the market, away from the infestation and right germination? That is my question.
Okay, wonderful. So if no one wishes to answer, then I would love to answer this question. Okay, so see, basically GrainPro has two solutions in Hermetic. One is a GrainPro Super Grain Bag, and the other solution is GrainPro Cocoons. GrainPro Cocoons are made of PVC plastic, comes with a warranty of 5 years and has a life of 15 years. It's like a Chalta Firta go down. It can be installed inside a warehouse or outside the warehouse. So the sales return which comes from the market is handled by multiple distributors, dealers, right? So that if posted, if loaded again in the cocoon, you can still further preserve the germination of Kharif material for Rabi material also. Okay. Now coming to your question about the EVOH and the packaging which we use. Now basically the GrainPro bags are made of multiple layers of polyethylene, and between which we have inculcated a special kind of gas barrier. Okay, it's not a gas, it's a gas barrier. So it helps in preserving the germination of the seed for longer duration and avoids any moisture ingress within the seeds. Now in market there are multiple type of packaging bags. There are you can say vacuum bags, the EVOH bag which you just now mentioned, then you have aluminum foil. So I can only say the results you get in an aluminum foil bag, that kind of results you can get in GrainPro Super Grain Bag. It would be difficult for me to comment on the EVOH bag.
Yeah, I'll add some points to Abhinash's view.
Sure.
That we are testing it. As if you see my presentation there, I showed that we are knowingly injecting the insect in rice for while storing in traditional storage and super bag. That the main purpose is that we can use the super bag for commercial purpose when any godowns or somewhere they are storing it in the business purpose to getting some price of better price in the rice. We tested it, and after we are also getting a very good result, and soon we will publish that one, and after that we can recommend government to give it to the different millers or those who are selling the rice also. And regarding seed, in my presentation I showed that we used this for seed purpose, and because in India you will see that there is a very big scope for informal seed market. Yeah. Formal seed market is very less limited in India. So we are targeting the informal seed market where we are providing the super bag so that farmers are storing seed and they are just using their seed and also selling their seed to the nearby villages people or their fellow farmers or their relatives. And the rate is around 25 to 30 rupees because some farmers they are selling in 30 rupees, some are they are selling in the 25 rupees. So there they are doing the business in the informal system, and wherever IRI did the trainings and give the technology, their farmers now purchasing the super bag, and there is a very huge demand for super bag because they are satisfied with the result on the quality of seed. And for rice for poach we are trying, and also we are also trying for some trials with NRI Cuttack. You may know that National Rice Research Institute at Cuttack. We are trying to store some other materials like red chili. We are trying to store some pulses. We are trying to store it and getting the result. If there is a satisfied, then we'll recommend it. And in Assam we are planning to give some super bag to the millers, those not millers, some big retailers where they are storing the rice, so that they can see that whether the quality is good or not, any insect attack or there or not. We are getting in the lab, but we are not getting in the result in the millers. We'll try to get it that way.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your feedback.
Okay.
Sir, just a minute. Avinash ji.
हाँ sir, बोलिए ना.
Actually, what Prasad sir is asking actually is that do we have the packing material of that जो अभी आपने बैग बताया, जो ग्रेन प्रो का छोटा बैग है, क्या वो हम छोटे SKU के लिए हमारे पास है क्या? 1 kg, 6 kg, 10 kg? तो उसमें क्या है कि it can go to the, we can pack it in that and we can send it to the market and it can come back. So उसमें वहाँ का market level पे infestation ना हो, ये प्रसाद सर ने
I want to say here, actually we tested one part here and that multiple storage. I don't know that whether GrainPro has that system or not. Avinash ji can say better that whether they have 1 kg, 5 kg or not. I also got same question in Bihar that they need 5 kg of pulse seed, 10 kg of wheat seed, 20 kg of paddy seed. So what we did, we just pack all the things in the normal polythene bag and put it in one super bag. And we keep it for longer time, and in all cases the result is good.
That is also better. Naveen Kumar is talking about outer bag. We can think of that also.
Right, sir. Yeah.
But the thing is, but the thing is, I know that those kind of packing material is available in the market in India. I don't know the seller. But the thing is, I also know that some of the seed industry, they already started using these EVO patches to pack their material and send it to the market. Then they are also giving input that after verifying the sales return material, they are happy that the seed is not infested, but also this generation is also retained. But in the same way, I want to know how best this technology can be implementable. What care need to be taken so that this can be completely successful? That was my question.
Yeah.
Mr. Prasad, this is Tess from GrainPro. I think for the packaging material, as of now, the product range of the company is mostly suited for stationary storage, and the smallest packagings that we can have for the super bags is actually minimum 15 kgs. I think, sir, for a certain volume or for a certain quantity, we might be able to do a commercial packaging for capacities lower than 15 kgs. If it's all right, sir, this is a discussion that Avinash can take with you in the next few days, so we can actually see if there's if it would be commercially viable for you and for us.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Hello, do we still have other queries?
Rose, I have to leave. Actually, I have another program, so please excuse me. And Avinash can also handle if any query is there. Please.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your valuable time.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Kanday.
Thank you. Thank you.
We can still entertain a few more questions. We still have 3 minutes.
This is Sanjeev. Actually, are these hermetic bags or super bags are rodent proof or rat proof?
No, sir. These bags are not rodent proof or rat proof. So it's like, I mean, whenever you receive a bag, you have to use it in a good clean area and properly install. These bags should not be installed in locations where there are many rats around dancing around. And you need to take care that the bag is installed on a slight height where the rodents cannot reach out. But our bags are not rodent proof. But if carelessly handled, then immediately it can get damaged. But if proper care can do, I stay in Pune, I get wheat and rice from my native place. In my balcony, there is around 120 kgs of wheat stored. No rats come in, and I use this bag repeatedly. So I will be using this bag for almost more than 1 year without any damage. So it depends on handling and how proper care can be done.
And how much cost effective compared to cold storage? This is hermetic super bags.
Okay, so cold storage is very expensive, right? So our 60 kg bag can cost you around, including GST, it can go around 100 rupees or so, right? And cold storage, if you decide to store for longer duration and on large scale, the economics can be much higher. And the other disadvantage is cold storage doesn't give you the flexibility of opening and closing as per your convenience. Whereas super grain bag can be carried inside your car. You can put it on your balcony, you can put it on your terrace, or you can keep it in any corner of the room. So super grain bags is mainly for small scale storage. So the comparison cannot be matched with cold storage, sir.
Avinash, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir, please.
Actually, our solar bubble dryer is rotten proof or rat proof?
No, sir, it's not rat proof. If proper care is not taken, then definitely rodents can attack a solar bubble dryer. So basically, it's like buying an iPhone and putting it in the toilet, right?
No,
so once that iPhone has gone into toilet, I wash it as many times as I want, but still iPhone is gone.
But at agriculture area, there is a lot of rat is there. So
Agreed, sir.
this may be concern for us.
Yes, sir, actually what we do is whenever we supply any of our solutions, let it be a smallest bag, let's say if a farmer is buying 2 bag, 5 bag, 10 bag, we make sure that we inform the farmer in advance how to use that bag and where it has to be installed. So precautionary care is being taken to ensure that the damage is not done.
No,
your point is valid and I agree with you, sir.
And as far as bag is concerned, we can put it on the right place where rat cannot attack. But as far as bubble dryer, it is very large and it can handle large quantity of corn or something. And we have to take more men to handle this. So it cannot be handled continuously. So it may be concerned because rat will, in our area, there is a lot of rat where we used to dry corn or something.
Yes, I agree with you. So proper care has to be taken. So my experience is, see, myself, I have spent around 12 years in GrainPro, and in last 3 to 4 years, we have supplied hundreds of dryers. Till date, not even a single complaint I have handled wherein the rats have damaged the solar bubble dryer. It's not because that the rodents were not attracted to the dryer. It's because we ensured proper training and after sales support to the clients and made sure to communicate to them what is the proper way to handle. Again, in India, we also have a private sector partner called as Rentokil Pest Control India. So they also provide the rodent attack solutions as a precautionary method. So they help in that. Yeah.
This may be the solution.
Right, sir. Thank you so much for asking this question. Haan, sir, boliye na.
Avinash ji, they can use the bromodiolone cake. Cake is available, and rat sticky traps are available. They can apply on the sides. So in the periphery of the machine, they can use this bromadiluane cake or sticky traps. So rat won't be able to reach to their this dryer. So they can do that.
It can be the solution for the less amount of rat, where a large amount of rat is there.
Sir,
So it can
I have taken care of nearly 300 rats with that bromadiluane cake. Pest Control India. It it eats and it goes away in search of water and dies away. It is not killed near that place. It when it eats the bromadiluane cake, it goes away in search of water, and after drinking plenty of water it dies. So better if you try bromadiluane cake.
Okay. I have written this bromadiluane.
Thank you, Navinji. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. We're already 4 minutes past our target time to finish. So for those questions who are not discussed or are not answered during this webinar, we will be sending you the responses via your email. We will also be sending the copy of the presentation to your email, as well as the link to the recorded version of our webinar. So in behalf of GrainPro and ERI, we would like to really thank you all for your time. So we hope that you stay safe. Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you
very much, sir.
everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Huh?